Can't believe it's true. I get to love you. It's the best thing I'll ever do. I get to love you.
You may all be seated. Robert and Emilio, this next moment acknowledges your special relationship and the love you share with your daughter and Emilio with your mom. She is grateful for the role you both have contributed to her life, and she cherishes this special bond. I would like to now ask you formally, who brings Paula to stand beside Steve to be wed?
We do.
We do.
Paul and Steve, before we begin, turn to face each other and take a moment to close your eyes and no peeking. And take a few deep breaths. And now, slowly open your eyes and notice the person that stands before you and remember this moment in time. Paul and Steve, you have come together bringing you out of the normal flow of your lives for a very special reason, and your family and friends are right here surrounding you with their love and support. Today in marriage, you take into your care and trust the happiness of the one person in this world whom you love with all of your heart. The pulse of what is sacred to both of you is similar, nurturing your relationship with your family and friends to always tend to create a life filled with joy, fun, and tenderness towards each other so your marriage flourishes. You hold sacred your children and the inspiration they give you. You want to live life to the fullest, never sweat the small stuff, and always communicate honestly. It is evident that your love has matured. You're a beautiful couple, and this is the love that will keep you warm and inspired throughout your life. It is said that we are all unique because of our combination of the effort and love of everyone we have ever known. This is a joyful day, yet one that encourages reminiscence for those Paul and Steve had the privilege of knowing. They have asked for a moment to welcome the memory of one of Steve's best friends from high school, Ryan Erickson, whose life was taken much too young. Please join Steve and Paula in a silent reflection. I call forth Paula's cousin Tiffany to present the poem Love is Patient as a prelude to their love story. Sorry, this is her niece.
Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails.
Thank you, Tiffany. Timing is everything, and certain decisions that Paul and Steve made along the way have brought us all here. Suddenly, what began as an understanding between a couple moves into a process of becoming a reality. Here is their love story. Their connection started about 15 years ago. Steve was Paula's brother, Tommy's best friend, and Tommy was living with Paula, so she would see Steve quite often. At that time in their lives, she was just the best friend's sister, not saying. Steve didn't have a little crush on her then. Paula didn't think much of that other than he was her brother's best friend. During those years, they built respect and trust for one another. They went their separate ways and lived their lives. 3 years ago, they reconnected, and again it was casual. Steve loves fishing, and since Paula had a son, he would take him along, which brought Paula and Steve closer. They started to spend more time with each other, and it didn't take long for either of them to realize that there was something more to their friendship than before. Their relationship would take a turn when last May Steve asked Paula on a date. He had feelings for her, but Paula didn't realize she did until that date. That date felt so natural to Paula, and she realized she never wanted him to go. Since they had such a solid friendship for so many years, it served as a solid foundation for them to fall in love. Time gave them room to grow as individuals, to explore their life and smooth out their rough edges. They came full circle and became two complete people that chose to be together because they were ready for this love. Steve says this about Paula: "I love that I get just as much love back as I give to her. She's one of the most caring and supportive people I know. I admire how independent she is and how she is such a genuine person. I'm inspired by having a loving woman in my life, 2 wonderful children, and a big loving family." Paula speaks about Steve with the same fondness. "I love and admire how much he values his family and how he's so thoughtful in his actions towards them. He knows how to put me in a good mood when I'm feeling cranky, always making me smile and laugh a lot. He's a wonderful role model for my son. I feel closest to him at night when it's quiet and he holds me in his arms. It feels like all the day's stress and worry is gone, even for just that time." Their love for each other is obvious, plainly visible to everyone around them, and seen in the myriad of ways in which Paul and Steve's lives are already joined. This marriage is based on love and laughter, contentment and devotion towards each other. They both have the same hopes and dreams for the future, to have a child together someday, travel and just love and be happy, and to experience all that life has to offer, supported by the foundation of family and friends' presence here today. Paul and Steve, you have brightened our day and showed us that love can bloom. You've come here today before family and friends to pledge yourselves to one another in marriage. This is the most personal and intimate time in your ceremony, when you will speak directly to each other and make the promises that will guide you through the rest of your lives. For after these vows, Paula, you shall say to the world, "This is my husband," and Steve, you shall say, "This is my wife." As you turn to face each other, we'll begin with the rings. Rings are tangible symbols of the commitment you will make today. Just as your love, they have no beginning and no end. Let these rings serve as an important reminder of your vows, and may your marriage be as strong and radiant as the precious metal from which these rings are made. Emily, would you please pass your dad's ring to Paula? Thank you, Emily. Paula, in placing this ring on Steve's finger, you may say your vow and repeat after me. I, Paula, take you, Steve, to be my husband,
I, Paula, take you, Steve, to be my husband,
my partner in life forever.
my partner in life forever.
I will cherish our marriage and love you more each day
We will cherish our marriage and love each other more each day
than I did the day before.
than I did the day before.
I trust you and respect you.
I trust you and I respect you.
I want to laugh with you and cry with you,
I want to laugh with you and cry with you.
love you faithfully,
Love you faithfully,
regardless of the obstacles we may face together
regardless of the obstacles we may face together.
in our life, through good times and bad.
In our lives, through good times and bad.
Steve, I give you my hand and my heart.
Steve, I give you my hand and my heart.
I will love and respect you always,
I will
for
love and respect you always,
as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
And you may take the rings.
Don't fit.
He's nervous. He's swollen. He had a lot to drink today.
Emilia, would you pass your mom's ring to Steve? Steve, in placing this ring on Paula's finger, you may say your vow and repeat after me. Paula, I will love you unconditionally and without hesitation.
Paula, I will love you unconditionally and without hesitation.
I vow to love you,
I vow to love you,
encourage you,
encourage you,
trust you, and respect you.
trust you, and respect you.
As a family, we will create a home
As a family, we will create a home
filled with learning, laughter,
filled with learning, laughter,
and compassion.
and compassion.
I promise to work with you
I promise to work with you
to foster and cherish a relationship
to foster and cherish a relationship
of equality,
of equality,
knowing that together we will build a life
knowing that together we will build a life
far better than either of us could imagine alone.
far better than either of us can imagine alone.
Today I choose you,
Today I choose you,
Paula, to be my wife.
Paula, to be my wife.
I accept you as you are,
I accept you as you are,
and I offer myself.
and I offer myself.
In return, I will care for you
In return, I will care for you
and stand by you,
and stand by you,
and share with you all of life's adversities
and share with you all of life's adversities
and all of its joys
and all of its joys
from this day forward
from this day forward
and all of the days of my life.
and all of the days of my life.
Paula, you may take the ring.
Just don't forget.
Paula and Steve have chosen as a couple to perform a love letter box ceremony. This box will contain a love letter from each to the other. The letters describe the good qualities they find in one another, the reasons they fell in love, and their reasons for choosing to marry. The letters are sealed in individual envelopes, and they have not seen what the other has written. They are creating their very own time capsule. There are many reasons for a bride and groom to choose a person to be part of their wedding party. Paul and Steve knew from the start who they wanted to stand beside them on the day they were married. To add to the box, they have asked their wedding party to bestow their blessings and wishes. I call for Tim and Heather. Maya and Tyler. Do you have a letter for Tyler? It's in the car. Okay, we'll get it later. You know you have. Emilio and Emily.
So I guess we'll tie the box like.
Tommy and Jody. Tony and Serena. Austin and Lisa. Every year on their anniversary, they will reopen the box and their letter and read the letter and the good wishes from their wedding party. Paul and Steve will then add a new letter. By the end of their long lives together, they will have a collection of memories to document their love. You may now seal your box with the fisherman's knot, which is so appropriate because Steve loves to fish.
It wasn't my jacket. It's Becky's fault. She had my jacket.
We're gonna have to seal that box later.
You could do it at the reception.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, because we owed a letter.
And a letter.
It's Charlie's fault.
Somebody else got my jacket. Like that work.
Paula and Steve, may your love be the wellspring that nourishes you, refreshes you, and reveals to you your innermost nature. May you always be ready for adventure, and may returning home be the best part of your journey. May the warmth, generosity, and creativity of your love touch everyone in your life. Remember to nourish each other with words of encouragement, trust, and love. Ladies and gentlemen, as you exit today, know that Paul and Steve end their journey towards marriage here, today making it a reality. It's a lovely story and worthy to be enjoyed time and time again, because celebrating love, especially with family and friends, is simply one of the finest things that we get to do in this lifetime. Paula and Steve, before your family and friends, you have symbolized your marriage and life by joining hands and exchanging rings. The spirit of joy here is the circle of family and friends standing here today, their lives intertwined with yours. So therefore, on behalf of the community and by the power vested in me in the state of Rhode Island, it is my honor and my privilege to pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss.